Are you serious? Are you serious, guys? This just in. The situation is absolutely becoming very, very intense at the Straits of Hormuz. And it's not just with the Iranians. The Russians are there. And now the Chinese. Let me tell you all about it here and give me just a second. First, let's put a shout out right now for virtualshield.com/Paul. That's virtualshield.com/Paul. Hey, guys, if you're 40 years old and up and you got a Gmail account, you need to listen up because weeks ago, the biggest email hack ever just leaked 183 million passwords. Yours most likely is out there right now, being handed over to hackers who can steal your social security number, your bank details, even your name to try to drain the accounts or rack up debt in your name. That's identity theft. Crooks pretending to be you, wrecking your credit, your savings, your life while you fight to prove it's not you. But here's your fix. Virtual Shield Identity Protection. Just easily sign up and it scans the dark web daily for your leaked info. Blast an alert to your phone if something looks fishy. And like that Gmail breach popping up, if the thieves do strike, you got $5 million worth of insurance that can help cover lost wages, legal fees, stolen money, plus 24/7 U.S. experts around the clock handling all the calls and the cleanup. You just relax. They'll even look after your kids' identities too. Find out how you can be protected. Go right now. Sign up at virtualshield.com/Paul. Just click on that link, virtualshield.com/Paul. You'll be glad that you did. I guarantee it. Well, we're getting ready to go soon to India. I want to thank everybody who's been pitching in and helping us preparing for this incredible journey in which we will be doing 5 crusade services in India in 5 different cities, with thousands of people coming to each one of them. Estimated 25 to 27,000 people we will be ministering to during that period of time, and it will be incredible during those 5 meetings. I got to put up the tent and all of those, the stages, the PA equipment, and I got to feed everybody. So with your help, we'll be able to do this, and I can just think right now, I can give glory to the Lord for my amazing online church of believers and followers. Thank you so much, and as you give, you're given unto the Lord. Just simply go and give. There's 4 different ways to give, and you can do it right away. The ticker down below. Pick up the phone and call it in. Go to my website at paulbegleyprophecy.com. You can text give. You can send a check or money order in the mail. All of it will help us greatly. Please, thank you in Jesus' name. Now, here's what's going on. Iran, Russia, and now China are holding naval drills amid U.S. military buildup in the Arabian Sea. Iran and Russia launched joint naval drills in Iran's southern waters on February 19th, yesterday, as the United States continued expanding its military presence there in the Arabian Sea. The drills were taking place primarily in the Straits of Hormuz, where they even shut it down for a day. The Gulf of Oman is where they're also at, and the northern Indian Ocean, known as the Maritime Security Belt. The annual exercises have been held since 2019, but have typically included China, though Beijing does not appear to be involved yesterday. But today, they showed up. The Iranian Navy Rear Admiral Hassan Mahu told reporters that one purpose of the drills is to prevent any unilateral action in the region, in what appears to be an implicit reference to the United States military buildup. But let me just say something. They can do all the drills they want. The United States is surrounding the Iranians and are absolutely explaining to Iran that if they do not surrender their entire nuclear program, dismantle all of their ballistic missiles, and shut down all communications with the proxies in the Middle East that are hating on Israel, it's going to be a bad day. As Trump said, it's going to be a bad day. Now, there's enough firepower, enough boats and ships and and fighter jets and nuclear submarines and Tomahawk missiles and all, I mean, everything. We got everything. B-2 bombers, stealth bombers. We got everything there. Okay, and looks like war is imminent. The question is, will the Russians join in? Will the Chinese join in? So the Iranians and the Russians navies have carried out these aerial imaging drills and practiced tactical formations and maneuvering as part of the exercise, according to Iranian media reports. The drills also included offensive formations scenarios aimed at improving tactical coordination, strengthening joint command and control, and rehearsing rapid response in operational conditions, with units practicing combat deployment and maneuver techniques. Okay? And now participating in these are the Navy, the Iranian Navy, and the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps Navy, such as warships, missile boats, helicopters, special operation teams, fast attack craft, that's little gunboats, alongside Russian corvette Storky and the Iranian Air Force fighter jets. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard, which held naval drills of its own in the Straits of Hormuz on February 16th and 17th, was formally designated as a terrorist organization by the European Union. And then on February 19th, yesterday, the decision to blacklist the Iranian Revolutionary Guard was made last month. So this is getting very, very precarious, okay? Now, and I have another report that says, yes, Iran, Russia, and China are coordinating and have initiated, okay, joint naval drills in the Straits of Hormuz today, in the Gulf of Oman, and in northern Indian Ocean. These exercises, often referred to, as I said, the Maritime Security Belt, involving ships, live fire drills, and search and rescue operations aimed at strengthening the cooperation amid high tensions in the region. Location and timing. The drills, beginning around February 17th through the 19th, are taking place in the critical Straits of Hormuz. We already know that, and that's happened. But now you have the Chinese showing up. The Russians decided to stay. The Chinese are now joining, and the Iranians are extending these military drills. And that's what I'm trying to say. This is not just a military drill. This is a slow buildup of naval presence with the Iranians, the Russians, and now the Chinese. Now, they do not have near the firepower there that the United States has at this moment. But that doesn't mean they can't. And that doesn't mean there can't be a false flag that then causes the Russians or the Chinese to jump into this. Okay? We're not going to hit a Russian aircraft carrier. We're not going to shoot down a Chinese plane unless they go on the attack. But what could happen is a false flag. There could be one of their ships or planes do get shot down purposely by themselves, and then blame it on the Americans so that they can engage with the United States if and when the United States goes on the offensive to try to completely dismantle the 11 different locations that the Iranians have for nuclear. There's three locations where the Iranians have centrifuges, one of which we pretty well destroyed. The other two we didn't touch. They have 9 locations where they store enriched uranium, missiles capable of being turned into warheads. They're more like assembly plants and storage places. So there's a total of 11 locations in Iran that are tied to the nuclear program. We may just go in and destroy all 11. We may also going to take out their ballistic missile capability, cripple their Navy, and maybe destroy their Air Force. I don't know. And if that's not enough, we may also be going for regime change to eliminate the Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, okay? So this is a huge situation developing, and it's happening right now. This just in, happening right now, okay? And so pray about all that, because we sure don't want that to get any further out of hand. Don't forget, Alien Disclosure. Get your tickets today. Go to my website at paulbegleyprophecy.com. This webinar is starting in 1 month. It will be released Friday night at 6 o'clock. Released. You'll have access to the entire webinar, Alien Disclosure, with headlining it this time, L.A. Marzulli. And I interviewed him. It's unbelievable. It's fantastic. It's filled with information on disclosure. There's nobody better at understanding the rungs up the ladder of disclosure than L.A. Marzulli, okay? It's incredible. And we were talking about it with him yesterday. It was just incredible, the information that he has been able to come up with in this situation. What looks like is a game changer. Okay, I'm going to say that right now. Incredible information, and with Obama, we talked about Obama's statement. Okay, how did Obama really? I mean, he said aliens were real. All right, said they were real. And so we're dealing with that. We're also dealing with President Trump saying, hey, what's Obama doing? He can't talk about that. He can't say anything about that because that's classified. He can't say that aliens are real because that's classified. So what does that mean? Are they real, or what are they trying to say? And what are they? Are they fallen angels? Are they Nephilim? Are they both? Are they, and these crafts, what are they? L.A. Marzulli explains all of it and uses biblical scriptures to help you understand it in this webinar. You definitely want to get your tickets ASAP. Go to our website right now, paulbegleyprophecy.com, and order Alien Disclosure with L.A. Marzulli, Stan Deyo, Mike from around the world, Laura Eisenhower, the great-granddaughter of Dwight D. Eisenhower, Samuel Chong, Pastor Paul Begley, B.C. Begley, and there's more speakers we're going to add to this, so it's growing. It is an incredible webinar. It is the best. We've done a lot of alien webinars over the last 7 years or so, slowly bringing it to you because we knew this is part of the biblical narrative, and that's the strong delusion. They're going to try to explain away the rapture. They're going to tell you that the Christians are the problem. They're going to tell you that they're here, they're coming. Who are they? They don't explain the fallen angels. They don't want to talk about the Nephilim. They don't want to go down the biblical narrative, but we do. But I want you to hear the entire picture. I want you to hear Stephen Bassett when he explains to you the government perspective. I didn't even put Stephen Bassett's name on the ticker there. I'll put it up there in a minute. So it's incredible. So get your tickets today. Go to my website at paulbegleyprophecy.com. That's paulbegleyprophecy.com. Get your tickets today for Alien Disclosure. It is going to be March the 20th at 6 p.m. All right? And, of course, the India Crusade, all of your donations are greatly appreciated as we're trying to raise enough funds for this entire endeavor, and it's coming in. I need your help. I'll be right back, guys, after this song in just a moment. Something biblical's going on with the signs of the second coming of Jesus Christ. I see geese flying high above the water, a child fishing with his father in the rain.
I can smell blackberry brandy and chocolate-covered candy. I see a soldier crying on a train, falling asleep, reading Hemingway. And the light under the Tiffany lamp glows all night long, as I dream with weary wonder, leaving Earth before the dawn. I walk the lonely streets of Paris. I was lost and so afraid, falling asleep, reading Hemingway. I feel the deepness of his weakness. I can taste the brandy sweetness at a roadside Idaho cafe. I can hear old Teddy laughing, Fitzgerald's toes a-tapping to the roaring sounds of yesterday. Falling asleep, reading Hemingway. And the light under the Tiffany lamp glows all night long, as I dream with weary wonder, leaving Earth before the dawn. I walk the lonely streets of Paris. I was lost and so afraid, falling asleep, reading Hemingway. And the light under the Tiffany lamp glows all night long, as I dream with weary wonder, leaving Earth before the dawn. I walk the lonely streets of Paris. I was lost and so afraid, falling asleep, reading Hemingway. And a shotgun blast echoed across the page, falling asleep, reading Hemingway.
Guys, I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. We're truly living in the last days. God bless all of you. I'll be back.